Did you hear that? Did you hear it? How the West was heard. Your host, Charlie West, bring it to light those artists that normally get shoveled a whole bunch of darkness from the music business.
Well, hello. My name is Charlie West, and I'm your host here on How the West Was Heard. This is our very first podcast, so my very first guest is always going to go down in history as the guy who was the very first one on that lackluster, mediocre show that just kind of did so-so. That's thinking positively. His name is Taulia. Hello, Taulia. How are you, my friend?
What's up, Charlie? How you doing, man?
I'm borderline amazing. Thank you for asking. So it's Hawaii where we're talking to you from.
Yeah, born and raised.
That's fantastic. That's exciting. Which island?
I'm on Oahu, the main island.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
My couple of times I've been there, my favorite time was getting out of town and getting around to the other side of the island.
Oh, for sure.
It's just like a totally different world, isn't it?
Yeah, we here on the islands, we don't necessarily go downtown or Waikiki. We try to stay.
I wouldn't either if I were you, unless I had to work there.
Yeah.
It's pretty busy and bustling, actually. And when I think of Hawaii, I'm more like Maui and Molokai. I've never been to the Big Island. That's next on my list.
Oh, it's beautiful there, too.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Very beautiful.
So born and raised, how do you pronounce your last name?
Lave.
That's cool. So so just like lava, only with an E on the end.
Yep.
And it's Taulialave. If you want to find Taulia on Facebook, anywhere on social media, and the website, you can see down below us here to check out Taulia and his music. Let's get to the music because that's what this is all about. This show is How the West Was Heard.
Let's go.
And it's obviously country. That's what we're interested in. Now, when I think of country, I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times, I don't think of Hawaii. But maybe I should, because the early history of the island was all about horses, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know, to be honest. But you're absolutely right. When you think about country, you don't think about some bald-headed, 6'2", 280-pound bald Samoan man.
Oh, and you're a Samoan too? Oh, my goodness, yeah. So if you're 6'2", 280, that means you're one of the small ones.
Yeah.
Right?
30.
Yeah, I had an encounter with a couple one time when I was on Maui, and I decided I wanted to go up Hana and take that 2-lane windy road all the way to the Bridal Veil Falls. And I stopped off at a little grocery store, just a little town. I'm not sure what town it was, even if anything. And two Samoans decided they didn't like the haole coming into their store, and I didn't back down. I just said, "Well, do what you think you have to do. You're obviously way, way bigger than I am, so you're probably, I'm quite sure, going to overpower me. But if it's that important to you, go ahead." And then they started laughing just like you did. And they go, "Oh, you're cool." So, okay, good. I'm glad I'm cool because I wasn't really feeling very cool at the time. Tell me about your music, would you?
Well, I do play country music. I started off gigging, for money about 3 years ago. So I'm fairly new to the game. But I've always been influenced by Samoan music and country music growing up. I'm first generation here on the island. My parents are both from Samoa. And so growing up, we listened to, some soulful music, Samoan music. And my mom's favorite, I think, was country music. And so I think that's where the influence came from. And so started gigging 3 years ago. It was just like, it was just a thing that I was just going to do for a buddy that needed somebody to fill in at his hotel. So I filled in at his hotel. And I actually enjoyed it a lot, and so it was then I told my wife, I was like, listen, I'm gonna try to do some music. And so I started gigging and whatnot. And then as I started gigging more and more, I realized that country music was more my lane, and one, it was more my lane because of my voice, but two, that was the music I was getting the most response from. And when you're up there on stage, whether you're talking, singing, whatever the case may be, but if you're a person that's on stage, you want feedback, and so I was getting the best feedback from country music. And so that's when I kind of dove into country music. I've always listened to it, but, it was at that moment I realized that I should be doing country music more. And so my dad passed away about a year ago, and that's when I kind of went full bore into, making music, doing music, really taking it seriously. And I've always took it seriously, but it was a different kind of feeling. My dad was always my support system, telling me to go, he'd always be like, go sing, sing some songs, you know what I mean? But I thought he was crazy, like most kids do their parents.
That's sounds like you had an awesome parents, period.
Yeah.
Your mom, is she still around, still listening to country?
Yeah. She still listens to country. She's still one of my biggest fans.
Yeah, good.
I don't get to see her much at the gigs, but the gigs she does come, she enjoys it. She's happy. All that
That's good. So there's a market for it there on the island in Hawaii.
I mean, to be honest, right now, as far as real country is concerned, and when I say real country, I want you to understand that here in Hawaii, people reggae everything. And I'm sure you know that. You've been here. They reggae everything. Like they hear a country song, let's put some reggae beats to it, And that's not me. I'm probably the only guy that actually plays country.
Good. Who are some of your influences and your favorites?
Oh, well, that's easy, man. My mom used to always listen to Randy Travis, and so Randy Travis has been a huge influence. Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, the Judds, all the classics, if you will.
Uh-huh.
So, but and now it's now country music has changed a little. It's more pop country. It's actually a whole lot. Yeah, it's really pop country.
I couldn't believe it when I was listening to a new country station the other day, and they played Florida Georgia Line, and they called it classic country.
Yeah. So
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Florida Georgia Line. It was like the beginning of the end of country music as far as I'm concerned, but easy to dance to, but the lyrics were vapid and ridiculous and really nothing but fun. I mean, fun. Yeah. And
it's not, I like to call it old heads. It's not what the old heads, necessarily view as country music.
Yeah.
I like both sides, but if I had to pick a side.
Oh, I find something to like on all of it. Yeah, I actually host a country music top 20 countdown, and so I've been staying up on all of the current artists that way. But there's a whole new, Walker Hayes is just fantastic, isn't he? The stuff he's coming out with has got so much personality. And that's what I like. You don't have to have the steel guitar. You don't have to have the mandolin. You don't have to have all the stuff that everybody expects in a country song, the fiddle. Yeah. Just have fun.
Right.
And talking about some girl, with barely any clothes on, dancing on your tailgate, and I can't wait to get all up in that.
Yeah.
Not so clever to me.
Yeah. I got you.
But I'd love to hear some of your stuff. Are you going to actually sing or do a little something right here? I mean, I know the quality's not all that good over the internet and all that.
Well, I got to be honest. I had a gig last night, and my voice is raspy.
Oh, okay. I got you. Can you? What's your favorite instrument that you play?
I only play the guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acoustic, electric,
guitar.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Guitar, yeah. I'm not I tell everybody all the time, I'm not the greatest guitar player. Like I'm just a rhythm guy, like for real, just rhythm. I don't do no picking, no nothing. My chords are simple, but my voice is what I put up against anybody.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, I'd love to hear it, but I'm sure we can find it on your website, right?
Well, yeah, I got a single that I just released on January 22nd. It's called "Feels Like Home." It's
called "Feels Like Home."
Yeah, "Feels Like Home." It's a song I wrote.
My dad. What's that? About your dad.
Yeah. So Yeah, when my dad passed, it's not necessarily about him, but it's the things that make me feel like home. Does that make sense? Like he when he passed away, that was the idea I had on writing a song, Feels Like Home. And then I have a second single coming out on April 8th. It's called Window Shopping. And Window Shopping is actually a pretty funny song because I was on the phone with my boy, a buddy of mine. His name is JT from West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a small blink town. There's nothing there. Yeah. But he's a good buddy of mine, and I was on the phone with him, and I was at this beach right across the way from my house over here. It's called Sandy Beach, and we were on the phone, and I was, talking in my car, and in front of me, some young woman dropped her keys and bent over, and I saw everything, and I said, "Whoa!" So I was explaining to him what happened. He goes, "That'd be a cool song to write about, right?" I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Window shopping." He's like, "We're both married." So I was like, yeah, you're right.
That's classic. That's good. Oh, my goodness, how funny.
That's what window shopping is about.
Yeah, that's good. So when you're performing, you do covers, or is it all original, or a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both. I do covers and originals. Right now, I mean, the cover songs that people want to hear all the time, obviously, is like Morgan Wallen, right? Everybody wants to, so when we play, like last night we played a gig and we played at the infamous Duke's Waikiki. It's not infamous, but the world famous Duke's Waikiki. And, there's a lot of tourists there. So a lot of people are surprised when they see somebody like me walking up on stage, setting up, and, my first song is a Blake Shelton song. And, and then they're like, "Oh, can you do this? And can you do?" And so like last night, I probably had a dozen requests for Morgan Wallen songs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. When you go up there, do you say, "Howdy, Howleys, try the poise"?
No, I do not.
You do not? You might want to try that next time. Oh, that's funny. Is there a country music station in or on the island of Oahu?
There is.
Really?
97.5.
97.5? What's it called?
Yeah. Country 97.5.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So they didn't pick some animal.
No.
Every stinking country station now seems to have to be some animal.
Yeah.
The wolf, the coyote, the frog. I'm trying to think of what would be a good animal in Hawaii if it was going to be a country station called that, named after an animal. The kookaburra. Kookaburra country. I don't know. Send them that idea, that suggestion. Run with it. Are they playing your music? Have they had you on?
Yeah, they. So when I released
Good.
the song on January 22nd of this year, I opened up for Love and Theft and Jared Neiman at a concert here in Hawaii.
Lover, lover, lover. You don't treat me no good no more. I like both of those. I like him and I like them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is a pretty, it must be one of those corporate stations then, iHeart or something like that. To be able to put artists like that in.
It's Salem Media, which is,
Salem.
Yeah. I
used to work for Salem.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that they had any country stations.
Yeah. So I think their main office is in Alabama. I don't know. I'm not Oklahoma, something like that. Anyway.
No, they're out of Camarillo, which is down by San Diego.
Okay. So they played my song as soon as it got released. I've been fortunate. The guys over there.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so it's been.
You know how rare that is now. Boy, I'll tell you what. Whoever's program director of that radio station then is a good dude or good woman, whoever it is.
Yeah, they're good.
Because they're not doing that now. Most of these corporate stations, they will only play whatever the record companies tell them they're going to play. And it's sad. I hate it. And they just don't support local artists. Where I live, in the area where I live in Northern California, nobody brings in local artists.
Yeah.
Nobody ever plays local groups. So that's a huge thing. I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
And have they had you come in and talk on the radio with them?
I've gone in a few times. I've even done commercials for them. I have some people that own some businesses and some friends, and they listen to that country station, and so they do advertisements and they want me to do a commercial for them or whatever. So just off of that relationship that I've had with the country music station has opened up some doors. So it's been cool. And they've been super generous and gracious with me.
They sound awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you have a good station there.
Yeah. So
I'm really glad for that. I'm glad for you.
Thank you.
Because I know so many really, really good country acts who just get no attention from their own local radio stations.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy though?
Yeah. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me at all. But a lot of it has to do with the corporate thing. And the DJs you're hearing on the air aren't even there in that area. They're, voice tracked from somewhere else. They're not even live and local. So they don't go to the clubs. They don't know.
Yeah.
I do. I would love to be, I would love to hear what you do or see what you do. Is your music on Spotify or Amazon or any place like that where we can go and download it, that kind of stuff?
It should be on all major platforms. Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, I guess. I'm pretty sure. I signed with a small label, so they do all of that stuff. I just
did. Where are they out of?
Here, Hawaii.
Okay.
Beautiful Emergence Records.
Beautiful Emergence. That's a good name. Who runs that?
Matthew Lynch and Daniel Gilad. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I used to know a lot of broadcasters over in there in the Hawaii area. Danny Hill.
And
Jeff Hunter.
Oh, yeah, I signed with them because they're good people.
Good. Well, that's important.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as they believe in you and they're actually promoting you and helping you. And it sounds like they are.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Do you come out to California at all or anywhere here in the where you don't call us the States? What do you call it?
Yeah, we call it the mainland. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever come to the mainland?
I used to travel all the time in my previous businesses, but I haven't done.
No, I mean with your music though.
Oh yeah, so I'm actually touring in July. Yeah.
You coming through California?
I don't know yet, but I know I'll be in Tennessee. I just got asked yesterday to sing the national anthem at the PBR in Paris, Tennessee.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was fortunate enough again, I made these contacts over the years with my business. So I did everything kind of backwards in my music, if you will. I didn't start my music and try to make a name. I already had a name because of my business ventures and called in on some favors, and it's been working out.
What was your business?
I was in multi-level marketing.
Uh-huh.
And so I used to speak for the companies, on behalf of the companies that travel all over the country, all over the world, and share the story, if you will. And so I talked to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've been in rooms of 30, 40, 50,000 people.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big venue right there.
Yeah.
When you mentioned you're going to do the national anthem before the PBR, which for anyone who doesn't know is professional bull riding. It's the Florida Georgia line of rodeo, basically.
True.
When you say that they're bringing you out for the national anthem, who pays for that? Are they paying for that, or do you have to front that?
To be honest, I don't even know. I got a call and I'm like, hell yeah.
I know. I'd be gone in a hot New York second. No kidding.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my name out. You know what I'm saying? And for me, part of the name getting out there is the look getting out there, because I don't own pants at all. I own zero jeans, zero pants. I own nothing.
No kidding.
No kidding.
You didn't grow up that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even own.
There's a necessity for anyone who actually grew up working on ranches or farming, like I did. There's a necessity for every single thing that you're wearing, but then it gets transferred into, that's kind of a cool look, and it becomes clubified. The urban cowboy thing.
I don't own boots.
Just be you.
Yeah, I don't even own shoes. I got like two pairs, like one loafers and some shoes, like to go play basketball. That's it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, and my golf shoes.
Who had your golf shoes? Yeah, good. You're a golfer. I am too. Every time I play, I think, why don't I do this more often? I don't do this enough. But you got great weather, man. You're around for that, huh?
All year round.
Pretty much, yep. So it sounds like you have been a blessing to others, and you are being blessed. So I pray all the best for you, and that God blesses you and your career and your family. I didn't even ask about your family. You mentioned you have
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm remarried to my wife Stacy. I got 4 kids with my ex-wife, and my current wife Stacy has 3 kids with her ex-husband. And so we gotta have a mixed bag of nuts here.
And they're all there with you?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so I got 7 kids. I have a brother and 3 sisters. One of my sisters lives in South Carolina. Everybody else lives here on the island.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much. I mean, you know about the island life, and you know what it's like. You've been here a few times, and family is everything. And so we got a big family, and we try to see each other as much as we possibly can, and we try to do things with each other as much as we possibly can. Especially now, so more than ever, since my dad has passed. He's always been like the foundation of our togetherness, if you will, right?
Yeah, my dad was too. Your dad and my dad sound like they had a lot in common. And I lost him when I was 24. Yeah. Way too young, way too young.
Absolutely.
But he was the glue. He was the Christmas keeper. He was the one making sure the family all got together. And when he passed, it's like everybody just kind of like fell apart.
Yeah.
He was the one that was holding it all together.
For us, it's, luckily, I got 3 sisters that take care of my mom. My youngest sister really does take care of my mom. And my mom, she's not in any kind of care or anything, but, they're always with her. And, we like I said, we try to spend as much time as we can with everybody, my siblings, so that we can pass that feeling of family, if you will, onto the kids. You know what I mean? So, my kids and everybody else, my sister's kids, everybody, they like hanging out with each other too. And that's a bonus, you know what I mean? Because like you said, sometimes in family, things happen that, family members stray or whatever. But for the most part, we've been absolutely awesome. And it has been a blessing.
That's excellent. Yeah, family definitely is, can be. I can think of a few instances where maybe not so much, but I'm happy for you, man, and I want you to do great things, and I hope to hear your name actually on the mainland, coming through the speakers of the radio station where I work or wherever.
Thank you, Charlie.
That'd be awesome.
I appreciate your time, brother.
One more time, anyone who wants to know more about you, get in touch with you, find out what you do, where are the best places?
My website will be up. It's called tauliamusic.com. That's TAULIA.com. Oh, actually, TAULIAmusic.com. You can also find me on IG at Taulia Lave Music, and on Facebook at Taulia Lave. So, yeah.
Yeah, Lave spelled Lave.
Yes.
TAULIA, then LAVE. And believe me, you're not going to have anyone else popping up, because I just searched for you before this interview. I know that, yep, there you are. You got an old one and a new one. Yeah. What's the new one? Do you want to talk about what that says at the very front of the page?
Which one?
Reverse
psychologist.
Yes, reverse psychologist. What is that?
So we in my previous company that I was in, how do I say this without, I'm gonna just go say it. I was kind of the face of the company, right? And I used to do all these talks and whatnot, and I decided to leave that company. And when I left the company, a lot of people were talking smack. And so one of the guys, we got so many keyboard warriors in today's day and age, got a lot to say. Yeah.
It's pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah. And so one of the guys commented on my thing, and, he asked me, he said something like, what are you, a reverse psychologist? And so I just went ahead and put it on my bio.
I like it. That's excellent. Yes. Well, yes. Thank you. I am. I have my degree in reverse psychology. That's right. I worked hard for it.
Yeah.
All right,
Life
buddy.
is about fun, man. Life is about fun. I just have fun. I don't take things way too serious. I'm
Especially with a song called Window Shopping.
Right?
That's, you do know how to have fun. I love it.
And I like when people crack jokes at me. I have no problem. Yeah.
Good. Keep at it, man.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure meeting you, and I hope we get to have you back on the show. And I really hope that you come out here to the mainland and maybe do a tour or somewhere where we can all come see you.
I'd love to, brother. I'd love to. And again, thank you for your time, and we'll definitely talk soon.
It's my pleasure. My name is Charlie West, and this is How the West Was Heard. And we'll see you on the other side. May God bless you and keep you.